Hey out there! To my ride or dies, welcome to your Timeless Tuesday. This is your guiding chariot. Alright, so I am kind of stoked for this reading. I'm sure all of you know, or at least most of you know, we just went through Lionsgate. Amazing energetic portal. I'm sure we're all feeling some effects of it, getting nice downloads. Some of you may be having some really beautiful dreams. But essentially, this is just a great time for star energy and downloads and all kinds of fun stuff. So I'm interested to see how that's going to affect our reading. Put you on the side. As always, this is a timeless general reading, so no matter when you find it, just because it was posted in August, if you find it in September, does not matter. There could still be a message in here for you. And as a general reading, you know my only ask is that you take it as it resonates. Do not try to force anything. If there's a card that doesn't fit your situation, doesn't make any sense, leave it on the table. That message wasn't for you. Just take what fits. All right, my loves. We're going to pull some oracles first. And this is mostly just to see what different ways we could be getting affected by this Lionsgate portal, because it'll be different for all of us. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to get a couple. So you may resonate with some, you may resonate with all. Take it as it comes. Oh, that speaks to me right off the bat. Ooh, no, okay. Had a bunch that were like thinking about falling. We'll do a couple more, see what jumps out. Nope. Oh, okay, let me go grab that one. That one went flying. Okay, we'll do two more. Just to see. Last one. Okay, there we go. I was like, y'all taking your time. Okay, hold on, let me grab the one that fell. Alright. Alright. What do we have? Yes! Love this. Alright, so hopefully you can see this. This one's a little, it's like yellow on yellow, so I hope you can see it. But first card out, we have creativity. We love this. Number 3, so 3s may be significant to some of you. To me, this creativity energy, and this is kind of going off of what I know and like my friends and what I've been seeing, creativity really coming through pretty strong in the sense it's not necessarily about being expressive, which you totally could be, but to me, a lot of this creation energy is really to give birth to something, to actually put something out into the world. Whether this is, starting a new business or designing some type of product, creating some type of effort, starting your own vlog, anything that you are trying to literally create and bring into this world. Huge time for that, to really be putting your gifts and your talents and your skills on display and sharing it with people and kind of giving it to the world. Huge thing with creativity. If you're, if you make music, anything like that, putting your talents out there. Huge thing. And literally, as I said, I looked up at the clock, it's 3:33 on the camera. So I'm just saying, 3's big number for some of us. I know for me, 33 is kind of my number. But again, huge energy supporting and helping you to put your gifts and your talents out there, especially if you're in like a creative field. We also have moderation coming up here, number 14. Hi, Leo. So moderation, all about balance. Big thing that I think of with moderation is really the need to take breaks when you want to, or if you need to download, if you need to process, if you need to take a breather. It's doing all of that when possible, when needed, and not being go, go, go. So yes, we're getting a lot of downloads, we're getting a lot of inspiration, but if our physical energy isn't there and can't support us and can't help us kind of push through, that means we have to take a little pause, right? Take a break, take a woosah, and then charge up and then continue. So this moderation coming through as a need for balance. This balance may also be different parts of your life as well. Like maybe you've been putting so much energy into the family and not your own project. Maybe it's time to redelegate some responsibilities so you can put a little more effort and a little more time into other things that you kind of feel separate from, right? So this balance can come through many, many ways. We also have number 5, change. Yes, definitely. And, just making this quick call out, the moderation is 14. If we reduce that, comes down to 5, right? So definitely some change in how we do things, how we balance our time, how we manage our day, what fills our day as well. Definitely may need a big alteration. And then the last two that came out here are pride and rebirth. So we talked a little bit about rebirth, right? Because we're being kind of born again into this new cycle, this new creation. Let's back you up a little bit. I'm going to stack you guys like that. And living a life that feels more authentic or allows us to create and manifest things that we're passionate about or something, again, we've been trying to get off the ground. And then with this pride, it's feeling connected to that. It's owning it. Like you can be like, this is what I do and I love it. Or, I'm so happy to have created this. Or, I'm really passionate about, what I do now. It's having that pride in yourself, how you function in the world, what you do. We're going to keep you close by, my little friend. Because I would almost argue that how your life is balanced now isn't something you're necessarily proud of. You have to do it to survive. And I don't even want to say that you're unhappy with it. You may be, but for the most part, you're just doing it because it's kind of going with emotions. We just need to do it to survive and to keep the bills paid, keep the roof over our head, keep food in the fridge, all that good stuff. This is about really aligning you to create something that's meaningful and significant to you. All right. Okay, this guy might be a little big. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this because I can just see myself dropping this already. So in honors of Lion Gate, I am whipping out the Arc Tarot, getting all this lovely animal energy in here. Boom. All right. Let's start with 4. We'll pull some more. We'll just hang on to that. Nice. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. So gifts, blessings, new beginnings, all coming to us with this Lion Gate energy. Such a fan of that. What do we have going on here? Yeah, I'm already a fan. I'm already a fan of this. Beautiful. So we've got Manatee, 5 of Cups energy. So this is a lot of sadness, right? This is maybe some mourning. Some of us lost, something or feel like we've lost something in the past. To me, this is the sadness that we're kind of feeling about. I don't know why that word came to mind. So literally, I just thought of the word compromising. Literally the word compromising. Where it's, we lost something because we gave it up to make room for something else. So it's kind of what I talked about with moderation. We moved time from this bucket into another. Or, we agreed to a certain position knowing it pulled us away from something. Things like that. So I feel like this 5 of Cups is the loss of this passion project or just time for something that we've put on the side for something else, right? But with the 5 of Cups, it always speaks to better days ahead, right? Because, we're at the emotional pit now, feeling all the pain and the sadness. But, it can kind of only go up from here. And then we have the Eagle, which is the Emperor in this deck. So strength, power, taking command, taking charge, leadership, definitely having more ambition, right? To me, this is you kind of, again, owning this shift and taking charge again. So yes, I made compromises, and doesn't even mean it was a bad thing. There may have been reasons that was the best choice. So I'm not even saying this was bad. I'm just saying now we're in a place that doesn't feel right. Like we can be doing better than where we are now, right? And that's where this bald eagle comes from. You had to go through a part where, it pushed you and it made you feel uncomfortable. So now you have to take back that leadership with this bald eagle. Now you have to kind of forge that new path. Now you have to do something that's more authentic. We also have the Page of Swords here with the cat. Also a really nice energy. Page of Swords is inventive, definitely creative, right? I always talk about this is my rebel, the person willing to break rules and redefine the wheel, because it can be done better, right? And, you also think of a cat, always lands on her feet, right? No matter what happens, she's going to land on her feet. So to me, seeing this as well, no matter how big this shift is, you're going to land on your feet. And it kind of also gives me this, kind of instinctual nature, about trusting your guts, right? Cats just kind of leap, like we've seen all those videos where they like think I'm going to make this jump, whether they make it or not, right? Because those are the best videos, no offense. But, they have this gut feeling like, oh, I'm just going to go. I'm doing it. I'm making it happen. And why? Because here we have this 10 of Wands. We're done carrying all this extra weight around. We're done carrying around all this burden, especially burden that really doesn't serve us. It doesn't mean anything to us. We don't have a particular reason to do it. We definitely don't enjoy it, right? So it's I would almost say it's like taking our ambition and refocusing it, right? Because I would almost argue, especially if what we're talking about is work related, it could have been ambition that made you take this choice. I'm just going to make an easy example, but, maybe you chose, a promotion with more prestige and higher pay, but it meant less time at home, right? And now you're missing that dynamic. Now that's a big piece of your life that, is underappreciated, and you miss it. So now it's about how do I take leadership back, right? Because I not only want to develop my career, but I also want to play a role in this family, right? At least a stronger role than I am now, right? So ambition's not bad, but it's like here with the scarab, ambition took us one direction, and it's not our end goal. So now we're rerouting that initiative and those priorities into something that's more aligned with us. All right, let's pull a few more. Take it a little deeper. Oh, I love this card. I love the card itself, but I also just look how happy this little dude is. I really just love this card for this picture. Sorry, completely random. We'll come back to him, but he's just a little cutie. I love it. All right, so clarifying this 5 of Cups, we have the King of Cups, the octopus. To me, this is really the energy we've been sitting in. And I think a lot of us still kind of sit in this energy. Because here I'm talking about the 5 of Cups, feeling all the pain, feeling all the sadness. King of Cups, no matter what he's feeling, which again, all of these kind of lost energies in this kind of mourning, he's not going to say anything. He just kind of shoulders it, which is great. It's a good way to be in control of your emotions and not letting them overwhelm you and not making you reactionary, right? But you've had to shoulder, this past storyline, and you kind of kept all that negativity to yourself. You kept all those harder feelings and deeper emotions to yourself. You weren't trying to burden anyone else. You didn't want to make anyone else feel a certain way. You didn't want to be moaning and groaning. You were like, nope, I made this choice. I can figure this out. I'm going to make it happen. Or, you just cried in your own little silent time. Like, it's kind of the King of Cups energy. Like, it's a great emotional energy, right? But what I'm getting here is that feeling all the emotions, but holding it in, not talking about them, right? And I think now you're coming to this point where there's some clarity coming through, right? With the opening from the Lion's Gate, probably a lot of healing has happened during this phase. And now you're kind of seeing things a little differently. But I want to say that this particular moment really helps you to get in touch with your emotional needs and your feelings in a way that's helping to shape your next steps moving forward, right? We also have the Hierophant card coming up after, which is the stag here in this particular deck. Hierophant, all about traditionalism, dedication, commitment, faith, right? For some of us, it's spirituality, so you could be pursuing something that's spiritual in nature, whether it's just kind of returning to faith or wanting to find some level of devotion or doing a spiritual practice could totally fall under here as well. But here, I'm seeing the biggest thing really is this commitment, this grounding in whatever this new path is for you, whatever this rebirth is, right? Whatever you're creating in this new role. Stag is showing up as dedication, commitment. You have a lot of faith and trust already in this path, right? Some of us are kind of already making it happen. I would be confident in saying that. We've already kind of started the ball rolling, and now we're kind of just trying to pick up momentum and kind of make it go faster. Where some of us are, really solidifying that belief within us, and this is what I'm going to do. This is the direction I'm heading. Fill in the blanks as you need to. And then my little friend here. Oh, I love, isn't he the cutest? He is the cutest. So Pufferfish is the 9 of Cups in this deck. So not only is he a little cute card, but he's bringing your wishes in. This is the wish fulfillment card, emotional contentment. Lots of cups coming through, right? So again, it's all about those feelings, those emotions. We're trying to lift them up and make them positive and joyous. Along with even your soul space, right? Making your soul rejoice and be happy and feel light. And again, this little pufferfish is here making those dreams happen. And it's clarifying the cat, right? So this burst of new energy or new understanding. For some of us, this may even be study. It's maybe a new course of study. We may be learning something. If that's the case, I don't feel like it's going to school. I do feel like it's kind of like self-taught. You're really taking ownership of this journey. But it's this new path that brings contentment and fulfillment. And then this 10 of Wands, right? Oh, sorry, I can't see it. Haha. We have the Woodpecker, which is the 8 of Swords. It is the 8 of Swords, right? Yes, the 8 of Swords. I had to remember. To me, this is the breakthrough, right? Because 8 of Swords is the illusion of feeling trapped. The illusion of there's nothing I can do. What can I do? How do I break out, right? It feels kind of like a prison. That's what this 10 of Wands was. Like, there's no way I can give up this job. There's no way I couldn't function this way. There's no way I could live without that. And this is really opening you up, right? It's cracking you open and giving you a new perspective to see, oh, no, there are other options. I can still have this life or live this lifestyle or have enough time in the day to make all these goals happen, right? It's going to be rough at first. Usually change in the beginning is kind of rough. You've got to redefine things. You got to figure out new time schedules. Like, it can be a thing. But again, it's certainly not impossible. And again, it's taking you to this better, higher place. I kind of want to do one more. I was going to stop at 8, but we're gonna do 12 because I want to, and why not? Oh, I love. All right. So, honestly, to me, these are just all clarifiers. So we talked about the 5 of Cups and the King of Cups. Here we have 9, right? Yes, 9 of Wands. So this is that really stubborn energy, right? Like, I'm digging my heels in the sand. I'm putting down my roots. I'm not going anywhere. And that's, again, I talked about this with the Queen of Cups. You shouldered all of this hurt. You didn't want to talk about it. You're like, I'll figure this out. I'll make this happen. I will find the balance if I need to. But now you're like, at this point, you have this resolve. You're like, this isn't it, right? Like, I've been as resilient as I could. Things haven't changed. This isn't what I want. Like, I need to do different. I need to this is really the moment to, like, you know what? This isn't it. I surrender. I'm moving on. I can't hold this gate any longer, right? And then we have the 8 of Wands here with Dragonfly underneath our Emperor and the Hierophant. So, huge energies. And the 8 of Wands is all about speed and communication, right? Optimism, right? It's positive messages coming in when you take ownership of this path and you're like, this is where I'm going. And there's also a need to be dedicated to it, right? With the Stag. Some of this 8 of Wands energy, for those of you who, like people to keep you accountable, this could be you communicating, this is what I'm going to do, this is the direction I'm heading in, this is how I'm changing, this is what I'm shifting, and speaking it, putting it out there, because then you're declaring it. People now are aware that this is happening. So this 8 of Wands could be you speaking messages, right? You putting your intentions and your thoughts and your plans out there. And then, again, clarifying the Page of Swords and the 9 of Cups. We have the Raven, which is the Magician, right? This is having all the elements under your control, shaping the universe to your will, right? So when I talked about the cat landing on its feet, I mean, you're the alchemist here. You have all the willpower needed. You have all the resources and the tools needed. You are in a strong place of manifestation. We also have Lionsgate open. So if you're taking that energy and channeling it into this creation, into this creative pursuit, there's no way you can fail. I'm not saying it's going to happen like that overnight. But again, if you're using this energy and using this time wisely, there's nothing to fear. And then coming out under our last row with the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Wands, we have, just realized you can't see it. You have the Alligator, Page of Cups. Love. So like our earlier Page of Cups does bring newness, right? Because it's that young court, or young card in the court. To me, with the Page of Cups, there's a lot more insight, right? Because this energy is kind of psychic. So there's a lot more insight. There's a lot more intuitive kind of hits. And, you think about Page of Cups, there also is artistry there. So again, it makes me think of that creativity card we got earlier. So again, big nod for any of you that are in some creative field or something that, uses, an artistic eye or artistic talents. This is a beautiful window for you. Beautiful window to start something or revive something, right? Because we also have rebirth here, right? So if you've been thinking about returning to an old project or revamping a old project in a new way, beautiful window of time for you, where honestly I see a lot of growth and success in front of you. And also, not only success as in, it's going to be the thing, we're going to make the money, we're going to, earn those coins, but success in the way where you live a much happier life. There's more joy and contentment in there. There's more excitement and passion in there. And once you get through the shift and the change, even the balance for your overall life will be better, right? It feels just like the weights let go, you feel free and you can actually live, right? Versus, being a cog in the machine. And, this can be applied to many, many different fields. People, friends, relationships, whatever. I definitely feel a big connection to work. So how we earn a living, right? Where we see value in our time. Oh, I don't know why that particular line hit me, but where we put our valuable time, what we dedicate majority of the hours of our day, of our week, of our month to, is that the best spot to be putting so much energy? Only you can answer that question. But again, the whole theme of this energy this week or in this reading is all about this Ace of Pentacles. What new abundance is coming to us? What new blessing is coming our way, right? What is this white buffalo trying to gift us? Actually, let me read. The bottom card reads prosperity, divine gifts, and lost opportunities. I love lost opportunities. Makes me think of what I was talking about earlier, how we compromised, right? We gave something up, for something else, and now we're returning to that. We felt the loss, we felt the missing, right? Now we're going to get all that back, right? This is really the moment to have your cake and eat it too, right? You might have to bake it, it might take a little time, but this really is about having your cake and eating it too. Oh, excited for all of us. Yes, Ride or Dies. I'm doing a little dance for all of you. You can't see it, but I'm doing it. I think I'm gonna end the reading here. I'm gonna start filming some of these zodiac readings next. I'll probably do most of them tomorrow on Tuesday, probably when you're watching this. And I'll try and bust those out a little sooner this week. So expect them to roll out maybe even the same time this is up, but definitely Tuesday more will pop up. Exciting though. Nice window of opportunity for us. So use it wisely. Take advantage of it. I'm wishing you the best. As always, I appreciate all of you and all the support you give to me and my channel. If you like this video, please take the time, drop a comment down below, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not already, hit that subscribe button and join our crew of Ride or Dies. I'd love to have you back next week, and then you can also hit the bell to be notified when your particular sign reading pops up. With that said, I love you all. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in your next video. Bye.